Hey, you guys. Thanks for stopping by. I am Tastee, and the purpose of my channel is to help you stay in divine alignment with the path that helps you shine your brightest. If you desire to receive clarity on the steps that you can take to help you make positive progress in your journey, then connect with your girl by subscribing and stay tuned for the reading. For those of y'all who have been here with me, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently because I want to be able to get the message out that is the most like important, that spirit has for you. And y'all know I would do it by signs or by the elements. And like, while that was all fine and dandy, well, it wasn't fine and dandy. It wasn't fine and dandy because the way it affected my energy, like, it was just too much. Like, readings really do require a lot of energy, and I'm just not in that space to give all of that energy just yet. And so, what we're going to be doing now is just energy reading. So, whatever spirit is like, okay, this person needs a message, this person needs some clarity, that's the storyline that's going to come up in these readings, okay? We're going to do the where you're at currently, the current energy around you, so you'll know if it's your storyline or not. And that's how you know, okay, I'm about to continue to watch this because this is what I've been praying for. I've been praying for clarity about this situation. Oh my gosh, this is my story, but yeah, so I feel like this is what's going to be better for all of us to where I'm still able to put out content and not feel so guilty for not being able to get to every sign because whew, y'all don't even understand. Y'all really don't. But it's all good. Okay, so y'all know we're gonna go ahead and get started with a positive affirmation card. We like to do that to break the negative cycle that we can all easily fall victim into. That's gonna feed you. Even if this is gonna be your story or not, the positive affirmation card is gonna feed you regardless. Okay, so stay tuned for that at least. And then we're gonna start with the tarot. With the tarot, we're gonna see what the current energy is around you, so you can know if it's your story or not. And we're gonna get into it, y'all. This is really general based. If love is the strongest thing, they be like, okay, I know this person needs some clarity about love, then that's what's gonna come up. If it's just general words of encouragement, that's what's gonna come up. Y'all know how it is. Some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. Okay. But I am very grateful for y'all tuning in with me and also just being patient with me while I'm learning how to figure things out. I was called to read tarot. Like, I don't feel like I chose tarot. Tarot really did choose me, y'all. Snuck up on me and was like, this is for you, okay? So I'm really working to embrace this chosen path more because I know that it has helped me, so I know it can help a lot of other people as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you for allowing for me to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. Thank you so much for allowing for me to release ego with all of my readings. I truly appreciate you for allowing for me to get connected to our spiritual team and ancestors who are the most healed and who have our highest intentions in mind. Thank you for allowing for us to be in a receptive energy as well. Thank you for allowing for us to also take the actions that we need to take to help us make that positive progress. Thank you for also allowing for us to trust our own intuitive nudges that this message will induce in us. I'm not sure if induce was the right word, but yeah, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, baby. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what positive affirmation card they'd like to start us off with, okay? Thank you, Spirit. What positive affirmation cards you like to start? Alrighty, you guys. And I'm gonna get an I am affirmation card too. I love this card. There's this song that's called Gold. I think it's called Gold. Now I don't. It might be called Gold, or it might be called Everything I touch will turn to gold. That's like what I'm hearing when I see this. Everything I touch is a success. It's by her name starts with an A. I don't even know, y'all, what it's called, but it's something like that. And I love that song. But I love this card because it just feels good. It feels good to adopt to it as your truth for sure. Okay, so let's see what we got here, y'all. We got two cards. We have Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. So it says, my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself and I love others. Oh, wait, I love myself, I love others, and others love me. A lot of orange and red, y'all. So, red is your root chakra, and the orange is your sacral. And I recommend doing on your own research in your own time on what a blocked root chakra, like what the symptoms may be, root chakra as well as your sacral. But a part of your root chakra, like if it's like blocked, you feel a lot of anxiety and you don't feel safe. And when it comes to like your blocked sacral, that's usually like your passion center, your childhood center. So your sexual center. So it's like you don't feel safe being creative. You may also not feel safe in expressing your love or even expressing your attraction, feeling attractive within yourself, or even just playing and being this joyful person. So I feel like this loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. It's like instead of focusing so much on loving others, I feel like it's like telling you to put your focus on loving and accepting yourself, because the way you treat other people is a reflection of how you treat yourself. Okay, so my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself, I love others, and others love me. And so some of y'all may actually have blockages when it comes to loving others. Like, it doesn't mean you don't love other people. It's just saying that it's difficult. Loving others is difficult. Okay. Like, I literally have blockages when it comes to that. And it's because, like, it could be like I'm being extra critical, or I literally don't feel safe in expressing my love, or being in like loving connections. And it's it's like if you want to overcome that blockage, I feel like what they're saying is just like you're going to find more ease when you just focus on loving and accepting yourself, not being extra critical of yourself, not holding yourself to like perfection standards. Okay. Um, and just literally allowing for your love to flow. Like, I allow my love to flow freely, which means I'm not trying to limit it or constrict it or over calculate it. Okay. Okay, so then we also have everything I touch is a success. So it says, I now establish a new awareness of success. I know I can be as successful as I make up in my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. Okay, so this is really interesting. So, some of you guys, it could be people that you're working with, like it could be literally at a job, or some of y'all it's just like projects that you're doing with certain people who you actually do love. Um, y'all could be doing projects that could be monetarily related, or just it could be even love related. It could be heart related. And I feel like with this, everything I touch is a success. That establishing a new awareness of success. I feel like this establishing this new awareness of success is going back into the like not placing limits on the love that I have. Like, that could even be for creative projects, you guys, because even in certain like businesses or work that you're doing, most of them are relationship based, like they're connection based, like you're dealing with people. If you're dealing with people, it's a relationship based business or job or whatever. And so I feel like this energy right here is just like, okay, like I know that um I just feel like it's just saying like I don't have to place any more limits. I don't have to place any limits on my mind. I don't have to place any more limits on how much I love, expressing my love, showing my love. Like, all of this energy is drawn to me. And establishing this new awareness of success, I feel like it's also kind of like not being so critical on yourself again, to where you are allowed for yourself to put yourself out there. Like, you are allowed to put yourself out there. Like, I'm loving and accepting myself. And so now I am believing that I can be successful. And I am allowing for myself to move into that winning circle. I'm allowing for myself to connect with those people, because sometimes when you have, people who are who may be making more money than you, or who may have more of a follower count than you, that can be intimidating, and you can be like, oh my gosh, like, do I fit in with these people? Like, what if they judge me? And that's kind of like the energy I'm feeling from this. And so, this establishing this new awareness of success, it's like, okay, like, I attracted them into my life because there's something in me that reflects, like, what they have is also what I have. Okay. And so, me moving into this winning circle, I'm going to allow for myself to also be as successful as them. And I'm not going to be super critical on myself. If I'm loving and accepting myself, I'm going to actually be able to build these connections and these relationships. I'm going to be able to network with these particular people to help me bring in, or to help me take advantage of these golden opportunities. Is kind of what I'm getting from this. Okay. Then we have I am inspiring. It says I'm inspiring to those around me, even when I don't realize it. When I'm welcoming, kind, and giving towards people, it inspires them to respond to me the same way I am inspiring. Okay, so again, just kind of like, I'm not really getting romantic love yet. Okay, I'm just going to say that it might happen in the actual spread, but I'm getting this as like career based and such, are life based. Just really wanting to feel more stable and successful in your life. And this inspiration part is just like, okay, I'm inspiring to people even when I don't realize it. It's me being open, okay? It's me, my heart is open, and me allowing for my love to flow freely. Like, me being open, me being kind, me being welcome, me being giving towards these people is inspiring them to respond to me in the same way. So I don't have to feel intimidated that these people are at a higher level than me, or like they have some of the things that I have, that I want, that I desire. Like, look, you can feed into those desires. You got the orange here again, and this is number 9 also. So your desires is your sacral. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I'm getting from this. It's just like, you will be surprised on how much people actually receive from you too. So it may look like these people are doing better than you, or they're more successful than you, or they have more stability than you, or whatever. But it's like, you can also be inspirational to them as well, because they might have like financial stability or whatever, but their heart literally may not be open. Like, they may also have limits on themselves. They could be also thinking some of the same things about, like, that you're thinking, when it comes to just, I wish I could, connect with people more. So I do feel like this is, again, just not being as critical on yourself, so that you can allow for yourself to develop those particular connections or whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. Let's see what message and who's this going to be for. um I pray that you were able to receive something from that. I feel like they were really getting deep into it. Okay, I know I repeated things a lot, and for myself, when I feel like it's being repeated, I feel like that's because, there's a thought in your mind that keeps like being extra critical of yourself. So it's really like, okay, like, repetition is the mother of all learning. I'm bringing this up again in your awareness to like, so that you can like really hold on to that. Stop being so critical on yourself. Be open, allow for your love to flow freely. Like, and I feel like they're saying, like, when you open up your energy, you allow for your love to flow freely. Like, you're literally that's why your awareness is going to be open when it comes to these golden opportunities. Because you're like, wow, these people like you or energy so much, they are inspired by you, that they're going to want to, collab with you. They're going to want you on certain projects, and et cetera and et cetera. Okay. So let's see what the current energy is around you. Thank you so very much, Spirit, again, with the not being so critical on yourself. It's okay to feed into your desires as well. Okay, it's okay to desire success, and to like, for it to not have limits on it, especially where it was like saying, I know I can be as successful as I make up in my mind to be. So it's like, I don't have to be like, oh, I don't want that much, but I can just get a slither of it and I'll be okay. It's like, oh, like, it's okay to want a lot. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to feel guilty for it, okay? But let's see what the current energy is around you, okay? Thank you so very much, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles here for the current energy around you. The Knight of Pentacles is a very stable card, but it's very, very, it's like one of the slowest moving cards in the deck. Like, is stable, is moving in a stable direction, is moving in the practical direction, is actually moving in the right direction. So like for the Knight of Pentacles, like even though it's the slowest moving card in the deck, almost to a point of like, okay, you're not moving at all. I don't want for it to like, I don't want to feed into like the super critical part of it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not making any movement because it's the right direction. Like you would rather be facing the right direction and moving slowly than to be facing the wrong direction and moving fast. So I can go ahead and say that. But the Knight of Pentacles is like slow movement towards a direction. We have this High Priest card here at the bottom of the deck. This is scorpionic energy. This talks about your intuition, and it also talks about your awareness. Okay, so I do feel like you could be awakening, or there's just this energy of certain things like an awakening happening here. And I feel like this awakening has a lot to do with certain creative projects, maybe even certain relationships, because this Knight of Cups is like a romantic type of energy. It talks about, love. It talks about your emotions. Um, it could also talk about like apologetic type of energy. I feel like this is that inspirational type of energy, but there is like some going back and forth because sometimes with the night energies is flighting, and I feel like, the reason why things may be possibly moving too slow is because of this flighty energy. Like the Knight of Cups is like it's a dreamer, like it's a dreamy type of energy. So it could be someone who could speak a good game and who could talk a good game, but it could be like kind of an over ambitious type of energy in a way. Like they may not really truly be able to back up everything that they are saying. Okay, we have this Two of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles. How beautiful. This is actually really cool, but we have this Ten of Swords here and this Six of Cups. So this is past energy with this Nine of Pentacles. So the Two of Wands talk about, it's a path. It's a path that's taking. So I feel like, this could be you, and I'm gonna just read it as that, y'all. I'm not really like, I can pull a love reading. I really could pull love out of this, but I'm not really getting that as the major thing. I'm getting it as, something that someone is like really wanting to personally develop themselves. Like when it comes to their stability, they have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, that Nine of Cups energy. Like all of this is like a personal, like your personal path. Like there's this energy of someone who's really reflecting on the choices that they have, the paths that they have, the directions that they can head in, like the way that they're feeding their mind. Like there's a lot of pondering here. Even this High Priest card is like, okay, like I'm really doing my best to listen to my higher self. Like I'm really doing my best to, awaken to this energy. Like I feel like this is somebody who knows that they do have like free will, free choice. I know what I feed my mind, what I feed my energy can affect the path that I'm headed on. Like, and I'm really wanting to plant better seeds. I'm really wanting to explore, honestly, explore a new path. Like this could even be like exploring a new career path for some of y'all. Like some of you guys could have gotten like a check, or literally you might just like the Ace of Pentacles is like a seed that is worth exploring. This new territory for sure. So some of y'all are going into a whole new career path. You're entering new territory, whether that's a new state, like actual physical location, because I see that for some of y'all, like you're literally in a different part of the world. But I do see like you're literally like, you feel like, okay, like I'm going to be putting my energy towards this new territory. But what's in the back of this person's mind, and I feel like that's another reason why things may be moving so slow, it's this Ten of Swords with the Six of Cups. There's still a lot of things that are kind of being decluttered. Like the Ten of Swords is like, this is past betrayal. This is, past memories that are painful memories that really block someone from feeling stable within themselves, that blocks them from feeling fulfilled within themselves, independent within themselves. Okay, so this Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, you got 9-9 again. So the I am inspiring card was 9, so some of y'all may have been seeing that. But it's just someone who's really desiring to unlock their gifts. Someone's really desiring to unlock their gifts. Like they know that they are capable of being, like this independent person. But with this Five of Pentacles and this Justice card, it's Four of Pentacles, I do feel like there's this energy of, like I just feel like I am kind of unstable. Like if I'm being really honest with myself, I feel like I could be misunderstood. I feel like I don't understand fully. I may not understand finances altogether. Like, I may not fully understand how to unlock this door. Like, I know it's possible. I know that I have something within me, and what's within me is a gold mine. However, like, I don't know how to unlock this door. Like, and this justice card is like, I'm really being honest with myself about it. Like, when it comes to, like, maybe I'm not holding myself accountable when it comes to my boundaries, or holding myself accountable when it comes to the investments that I'm making. Like, or maybe there is some legal issues that are taking place that could be, that I feel like it's just misunderstanding me. Like, because the justice card could talk about that. Like, maybe there's some legal dues or something. The Four of Pentacles is almost like someone who's kind of just like saving their energy, but also kind of holding things back. And it's like we have Pisces energy here with this moon card, Libra energy here with this justice card, and this moon card is like secrets, illusions, like it's shadow work as well. But I feel like this is like a hidden identity. I feel like this is someone who's like, sometimes I feel like I'm drowning in my emotions, and sometimes I feel like, my emotions can get the best of me. I honestly feel like this is someone who is actually a really excited person, and I feel like they love deeply. Like, their emotions are very deep, but they could have been placed in a lot of difficult situations, probably even with legal issues, because of how deep their emotions are, because of lack of groundedness, maybe impulsive spending, or emotional spending, emotional investments, or something like that. Because we do have this Ace of Cups here, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So there is, ooh, Ace of Swords too. A lot of new energy, a lot of new energy. Ooh, with the Emperor, very, very beautiful. So we got a lot of new energy here with all these aces, a lot of new beginnings here. I feel like someone may possibly question if they deserve it. Okay, there is this career here, this Hierophant card, and slash our mentor, or something that you're wanting to master at. Like, this Hierophant usually talk about a system. It's also Taurus energy. We got Aries energy here. It could talk about a relationship too, a commitment. There's a commitment. So someone is, I feel like, really seeing how they can hold themselves accountable to make a commitment to the path of love. Maybe even be like a mentor or teacher, or have a mentor or teacher to help guide them, help open their heart, or help them unlock their gifts. Some of y'all may be wanting to invest in that. Maybe trying to save up money to invest in a mentor, teacher, or guide, and such, or become that. That could be some of y'all trying to become it. But I do see like there's like these past memories, things that are ended, things that are ending from the past, like way back in the past, that could be possibly coming up and kind of like triggering um like this awakening, because the High Priest card is like different things are being brought into someone's awareness. And it could even be certain pain that you've been through in the past that you feel like have left you out. Like, dang, this is why I actually don't have as much as I could have, because of certain things that, like, it's like you're remembering certain things that really did lead you into a dead end, that you felt like you were betrayed by, like, that is, it's like really making you feel a lot of pain, like you are feeling kind of hurt by it. Like, you put your effort and energy towards something you never really received. You never received, the dues for it, or something like that. Some of y'all, it could literally be a job that hasn't paid you yet, don't pay you your worth, and slash are, like, if you're your own business owner, be certain people who just haven't paid their invoice, haven't paid you just yet. Like, that energy is here. But I do see you ultimately trying to unlock your gifts, like with this Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Like, this is like, I want new energy. Like, even though there are certain things that are kind of slowing me down with this Knight of Pentacles, I know I'm facing the right direction. Okay, I know I'm facing the right direction. Like, I know that, like, my dreams can come true. I know I can create the reality that I want. Like, I know that this path is a path that's worth exploring. Some of y'all may be looking for or finding new grounding techniques. Okay, like really seeing how you can be grounded within the stage that you're in because of the awakening that's taking place. Awakening isn't really the easiest thing, because it's like, while I am awakening to a lot of new things, being things being brought into your awareness that is awakening you to a new way of seeing things, that is exciting. But on the other hand, it's like, dang, you start seeing all the things that you've been doing wrong as well, all the wrong investments that you've been making. You know, you feel like the life that you lived was a lie. Like, all of that stuff is being broken down and torn down as well. So it's like, it's really two sides of it. Like, it's two sides of the coin or whatever. So it's almost like, okay, I remember when I first learned about liabilities and assets, okay? Like, I was so eager to get me a new car, y'all, and like the newest model, you know. And so I finally got it, and that bitch was like $700 a month, okay? And that was really hard to upkeep. I was a college student at the time, and then you know I got like 2 or 3 jobs minimum wage, and then I'm also like kind of personally developing my mind, going to these seminars that cost money too, and then rent, you know, rent like $600-700 as well. So that was a lot for my 20-year-old self. Um, and when I finally learned about assets and liabilities, that was after I had got the car. And in that information, you know, they were literally talking about how, like, you know, cars are liabilities. They're liabilities. If you can't afford to purchase it 5 times, you can't really afford to purchase it. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people can get boggled down and debt and blah this and blah that, because they're not investing their money. You know, they're spending it on liabilities versus investing it on assets, and assets are things that help you grow. So you know, at one point I was super excited. I was like, you know, excited that I'm learning about the difference between assets and liabilities. It's like, okay, cool, now I want to be more mindful of how I spend my money, how I invest my money. Okay, but on the other side, I'm like, damn, I've been doing things wrong. Like, I've been spending my money. Like, I've been buying all these clothes, all these shoes, all these material things, that consuming things that aren't producing anything for me. You know, like, I've been doing things wrong. So I kind of feel like that's what that energy is right there. Like, new things are being brought into your awareness. You may literally even be studying under someone, or you know, have a guide, or maybe it's your job that's training you, and it's like you're learning so much and it's exciting. But it's like, and a lot of things are being brought into your awareness, but it's like at the same time, it's like, dang, like, you know, the past, I did do things in the past wrong, and I have to kind of like pay those dues. Like, I have to make things right. It's kind of like what I'm feeling for that. Okay, so let's see what's coming towards you. Let's see what's coming towards you that you should be aware of. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Okay, so we have the world card. So, ooh, Lord, the devil. Oh no, we don't like the devil. Okay, we got the death card and the devil card here. So we have scorpionic energy here. We have Capricorn energy here. Double Scorpio with the world card. There's Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Taurus energy was here strong. Scorpio energy was here strong. But the world card talks about completion. So you are completing something, like a major completing a cycle, a huge cycle. And honestly, what I feel like what's coming to an end is this devil energy. And you know, this could be addictions, this could be impulsive buying, like feeling codependent on the material world, being heavily invested in the material world. Like, I feel like you no longer feel shackled. You may no longer feel shackled to your past investments, no longer feel shackled to, you know, a system that you feel like has just been draining you of your energy. Like, with this world card, like, this is like, okay, I feel like there's a lot of changes and transformations that are taking place for sure. Devil card can be fear too, but honestly, I feel like this is being completed. I don't feel like that is coming towards you. Like, I don't feel like that devil energy is coming towards you. I feel like this is you transforming maybe even how you view it. Transforming maybe even how you view it, because you know, fear, or even the material world or money, like all of that stuff, you could have had a particular perception about it that did leave you unstable, you know, that made you feel unworthy of asking for money, or asking for your worth or whatever. So that, like, the devil energy here, I feel like this is you, like, honestly transforming the way you look at this particular, like, desires, your energy as a whole. Because sometimes, especially with the way that we were all raised, certain systems that we were raised in, you know, we feel guilty for desiring to get paid for our talents and our skills, or you know, we feel afraid of money changing us, or etc., etc. So it could be a lot of different beliefs that could really reject that energy from us. I feel like this is just a major transformation that's taking place that is helping you feel more stable, that's helping you be able to nurture your finances more, nurture yourself more, your own stability. It's not necessarily just about your finances with the pentacles, it talks about your stability as a whole. So you literally being grounded within yourself, grounded within the seeds that you're planting, the effort and the energies that the things you spend your time, money, effort, and energy on all together. There's the Six of Wands energy. So this is a lot of supportive energy. I feel like you might even be having like a platform that's really encouraging you, that's really like um flaming the flames to it's encouraging you. It's like this external encouraging energy that's kind of like it's encouraging you to close the door. It's encouraging you to close the door, like to get out of this depression or to get out of this stuck energy, to get out of this rut. To like this could even be someone who likes to lock themselves away, who's afraid to explore, who could literally be stuck in their room all the time. If y'all don't remember that Two of Wands, like the person was kind of looking out the window with they had a globe next to them, like imagining all the places that they could travel, imagining all the places that they could be, do, like literally imagining what the world could be like, what the world can become, how the world affects them, etc., etc. But they wasn't actually putting themselves out there. They were just sitting and thinking. Even with that High Priest card, you know, like they're just like having these downloads come in, they're bringing things into their awareness, they're doing research, you know, they're keeping their moves on a low, but they're not really putting themselves out there just yet. So this Ten of Swords being here, and some of y'all were keeping yourself like in the room. I feel like because there was just a lot of anxiety or painful thoughts, and or even just fear of being betrayed and whatever from your past betrayals, going through that again. There might literally be an apology that's taking place right now, or someone's trying to resolve things to help someone feel more complete. You could even be trying to resolve things in your own life, you know, to help yourself feel more complete. Like, okay, I'm ready to like let these chapters go, and I'm tired of locking myself in the room. I'm ready to unlock these doors, unlock these new doors in my mind, unlock these new doors in relationships in my life, unlock a new level of myself. You know, we have the Sun card here, which is literally the happiest card in the deck. It is joy on top of joy on top of joy. This is strong Leo energy here. Ace of Swords to Ace of Wands. So this is someone who knows, like, I know that I can't stay in this position. Like, I know that what I think can create my reality. Like this Ace of Wands, like it's time for me to start visualizing better for myself. It's time for me to start to imagine better for myself. You know what's really interesting is that all of these people have their eyes closed. You know, like even this Queen of Pentacles, she has her eyes closed. But this devil though, this motherfucker, look how he's staring, bro. Y'all see this shit? I don't know if it's even gonna like really focus. Let's see if I put my hands behind it, if it's gonna focus on his eyes, because y'all probably don't look at his eyes. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Look, it's like some Medusa type shit. Don't look at the eyes. You're gonna turn into stone. I feel like this is also temptation coming towards you too, you guys. Like, and whatever this temptation is from a situation that has already ended, that you've rebirthed yourself from. Like, you could have completed the cycle from it. Like, you could have let that energy go. You could have been like, I don't even care about an apology. It doesn't matter. Like, I just am going to charge it to the game and see what I can do to hold myself accountable, to make better investments or whatever. It don't even matter. But that energy is coming back to tempt you for sure. Like, to like control your mind, because with this Death and Rebirth card, that's like a change and transformation. So you're moving into this new energy, like you're trying to embody this new energy within yourself, and there's just like this energy that's kind of like trying to pull you back, like trying to tell you, you know, like, oh, it's not possible for you. Like, you really trying to recreate new energy. Like, you can't be stable. Like, you know, like, why you trying to change? Like there's this energy that's trying to keep you back, like just trying to keep you in hell, honestly, keep you dead. Like it's this devilish type of energy that's trying to keep you stuck, that's trying to like, okay, like I have these gray clouds over my head, like, but I feel like that's what you want to change from. Like, you don't want it to be over your head anymore. You're just like, I can create my own face, like I can change my face, I can change my life. So you're really wanting to flip to a whole new page in your life. Like, you're wanting to like unapologetically cut whatever this energy out and like really start to reimagine your new for yourself. So maybe even certain things in your physical world, maybe even the world as a whole, the news, um things that are happening in the world could actually be like really taunting and tempting, like things that you see with your eyes. Okay, that's the devil. And the things that I see with my eyes can literally make me feel like I'm stuck. Okay, but you see this Ace of Swords, this Ace of Wands, this is someone who's like, okay, I'm not feeding into the physical that much anymore right now. I am trusting what I'm creating. I'm trusting my passion. I'm trusting what I'm imagining for myself. I'm trusting what I feel for myself. I'm literally, because y'all know these wands talk about energy, okay? Could also talk about actions too, but that's the energy of something. Like, I'm imagining what it feels like to have people who supports me, to have people who want me to be happy. That I'm literally imagining what it feels like to be at this joyful state, to have a platform where, you know, all these people are cheering me on, you know, who are all these people are excited about me making these changes and making these transformations. These people are excited that I'm using my voice confidently. Like, these people are excited that I'm like really giving myself a clean new slate to be me, to be this free spirited individual. Okay, some of you guys may be possibly feeling like there's some sort of commitment that you had that could have been like, that could have like been really draining you, or could have been really like keeping you down. With this devil card and this ten of swords, like you feel like you reached a dead end with it. While it did bring you like stability, like it brought you stability as the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're kind of like imagining like it's something better out there for me that is more passionate. Like, I know that it's something out there that's better for me, that there's a new level, you know. Like, I'm just kind of settling, I'm kind of being complacent, I don't want to do that anymore. But some of y'all literally are taking this new leap of faith, and this new leap of faith is causing for you to have like less money with this Five of Pentacles for some of y'all, because with this Queen of Wands being here, it's like you're starting to explore what you can create for yourself. Okay, some of y'all may be getting out of a marriage and that has been taking some financial hits, and that makes sense because the Justice card and the Hierophant card, and some of y'all, it's like some sort of job that y'all are committed to. Could have been a government job, you know, that was kind of hard to get away from. You know, like they kind of like taxed you. They taxed you out of your boute for not completing the contract or finishing up the contract or whatever. This Queen of Wands energy though is like, okay, I want to see how I can do things more independently. You know, I'm ready to start, you know, focusing more on my own creations and exploring this new career path that, you know, it's worth the investment. It's something that I still have to invest in with this Ace of Pentacles being here. Y'all saw that Two of Pentacles. So like, this is an offer that was here. Some of y'all are taking a leap of faith on the offer. Like, you know, you're going to be losing your status as the Queen of Pentacles, but when you were in that Queen of Pentacles state, like, even though you could have been financially stable or whatever, you didn't feel like you had freedom. Like, you felt like you were being controlled. Like, you felt like your spirit was being depleted. Like, you felt like you were being a sellout. You felt like, you know, you were stuck. You felt stuck. And so it's like, okay, I'd rather go without for a little bit to have my passion back. Like, I know that this is not like, you know, so some of y'all really want to change your world altogether. Like, you're completing a major cycle for sure, um, for sure, and you're going to be taking this new leap of faith, like exploring what you can create, your own passionate energy. Let's see what are going to be some blockages for you then. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly appreciate you. What blockages? What might be some blockages? Blockages during this time that they should be aware of. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Temperance card here for blockages, and I feel like this is just being impatient with the decluttering process, you guys. Like, this is Sagittarius energy. You see that moon card here, and you see the sun card. What's coming towards you is the sun, baby. Yo, this shit is deep. But you remember with the current energy, the moon was there. The moon was there, and that's why the Ace of Pentacles is so beautiful. Because sometimes the moon is like, you saw that person was like drowning in the water. They were drowning in the water, um, and that's because those were the emotions that they were feeling, and like sometimes you can get lost in your emotions. You can feel like you can't breathe, or you can't see clearly. You feel like you're in the unknown. You feel like your emotions are all over the place, and that's a lot of fear. It's a lot of unknown energy, and it's like you don't know what directions to take. You want to quit. Like, should I continue to explore this, like, et cetera, et cetera. And so I feel like, they're saying the thing that'll block you is just not being patient enough to, for like, this is like, allow for this storm to pass by and allow for the sun to come in. What's coming towards you, like, okay, like, I weathered the storm. I weathered the storm. The devil didn't have shit on me. Like, the fear was there, the temptation was there, and temptations to, stay stuck in a situation that really was killing my spirit. It was there, but I chose to be in my Ace of Swords, which is me speaking clear, like speaking my truth. I chose to Ace of Wands, which is me visualizing what I want my world and my reality to actually look like. Like, I did not feed so much into what was happening on the physical plane that I lost my faith, or that I quit, that I stopped altogether. Like, I did my best to stay grounded. So hidden things that'll block you is literally not being patient enough and not having faith. Because the Temperance card usually do talk about delays, in a way, divine delays, but it's usually a faith tester. And I really be asking Spirit myself. I promise y'all, last night I was literally talking to Spirit. I was like, why do you make it so easy for, like, why do you make it so easy to be in the devil energy? Like, the devil energy is literally all around you. Like, and I personally don't judge. I feel like you can be in the devil energy, you can get out of it. But when it comes to, scheming on people or sex work, like, prostitution, like all of those particular things, that's like selling your soul, like that's like neglecting your spirit. You don't really care about quality. You are deteriorating your body for physical things, money, clothes, status, etc., etc. So that's the devil energy. So I'm like, why is that so accessible? Like, why is it, like, why is the divine path, or the higher path, like, why are we getting tested so much? And for myself, I feel like I don't know yet. I ain't even gonna cap. I really don't know the answer to that, y'all. I asked last night, and so maybe they'll reveal it to me. Maybe they will. But I know, like, a part of me was kind of saying, or thinking, that spirit will literally not only protect you, but will be here for you, for, like, it will be like divine blessings forever if you are loyal to them. Like, and it's like, some of us are only, like, we only pray, or we only upkeep our spiritual connection when, things could be bad in our life. And it's like, sometimes spirit wants to know if we're loyal to them. Like, are you going to be praising me? Are you going to trust me? Are you going to believe in me even when you're in a state of lack? you know and I feel like that's because, like, in this, it's gonna get deep. Like, we can literally have battles, and spirit can tell us to do something, and what they tell us to do literally may look like, you're telling me to go into the darkness, like, you're telling me to go against all hundreds of these people. What are you talking about? Like, they could be telling you to do something that may look like you're going to fail, but in reality, like, you're literally passing it, the test. Like, you're literally going to defeat it, or you're literally going to win, like, that battle. And so I feel like spirit just kind of likes to have us build up a trust type of thing. Like, we have to build up trust, and like, you can't just say you have trust. It's an act. Like, it's an action. So sometimes we be so quick to sell out, or we be so quick to go to that devil energy, and, like, okay, that's what you're really loyal to. Like, you're not really loyal to your spirit. You're not really loyal to your higher calling. You're not really loyal to the divine purpose. Like, you really just focus on like your own desires, like in the material world and how everybody else views you, you know. So, but being imbalanced is what's going to block you. You know, that temptation that could be coming towards you could sometimes be overindulging in things. Okay, I feel like overall you're going to be dating that and you're going to be transforming it, but not being patient with yourself while you're doing so. Getting out of that devil energy requires a lot of patience because it's like there's a lot of decluttering that's taking place. And so even the devil energy could even literally be overworking yourself. It's literally deteriorating. Whatever it is you're doing is deteriorating your spirit. You're neglecting your spirit. Okay. And y'all see, this is the Queen of Cups. That moon card, that person was drowning in the water. The Queen of Cups, this is someone who finally knows how to explore their emotions. So they go into their emotions, they feel their emotions, they feel the fear, they feel the unknown, they feel all these hidden emotions and feelings, you know, and they look at it and they observe it from a very stable place, and then they channel it. Like they see, like, okay, what is these emotions telling me? Like, I'm not going to suppress these emotions. I'm going to feel them and I'm going to let them out, and I'm going to wear it as my crown. Like, and I'm going to learn how to yield them better. This is even me learning how to be more intuitive, like how to like use my own gifts. And the Emperor card is back here, same with the Empress, so that's pretty interesting. But being impatient overall, I feel like, you know, quitting before the miracle, and not allowing for the sun to shine through, I feel like, okay? But let's see what's going to be some hidden things that'll help you during this time. Thank you so very much, Spirit. There's going to be some hidden things that'll help them during this time. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands and the King of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. So we have this Five of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, y'all. This Five of Swords is unresolved emotions and feelings. It's inner conflict, but it could also be external conflict. But I'm getting inner conflict here, and this is like ego and pride. So this is like being at a standstill, like without wanting to be open to another particular perspective or point of view, and slash are just really allowing for this defeated type of energy to be here, to block you from having an open heart. Okay, I have this Two of Wands with this Queen of Wands and the Fool card with the Nine of Pentacles. So they want you to focus on not getting lost in your emotions. Is kind of what I feel like, because the King of Cups, while this person does, you see, this person isn't as heavily in their emotions. So like the Temperance card talks about balancing things out. So even being super imbalanced could be like being heavily in your feminine energy, because we did see the Queen of Cups down there. So that person could have been just like kind of too heavily in their emotions to the point where, you know, they have a lack of discipline, lack of planning, or like they're kind of being illogical. Okay, so the King of Cups energy here, I feel like this is like really focusing on, personally I feel like it's resolving certain emotional conflict, certain things that you feel like have been left unsaid, like seeing how you can look at those particular things to reclaim your power back, reclaim your energy back. Like this Five of Pentacles, like this someone who feels misunderstood. They could feel misunderstood emotionally, or kind of just misunderstood financially too. But I'm kind of feeling like misunderstood emotionally, which could block, like create financial blockages. But focused energy, the Eight of Wands also talks about communication, and just really focusing on opening, I feel like opening these new doors to your heart, like opening these new doors emotionally. And we got 5-5 here, and I feel like that's what's going to help be able to like see certain paths more clearly. Because y'all see this Five of Swords, like this person doesn't even want to enter their mind at all. Like you saw what was coming towards you, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, like that person was in their mind and they looked peaceful. This person, their eyes are closed, but they don't look peaceful. So it's like that means the things that are in their head, it's like a battle is literally in their mind, because they don't want to admit to certain emotions and feelings that could have hurt them, that could have been painful. They don't want to open that door. And so they just keep themselves closed off and locked off, even though they know, like, okay, in order to get through to the other side, I need to look at this from a place of vulnerability. Like I need to be literally vulnerable, be okay with whatever emotions may come up, and like honestly explore it, like be able to be grounded and peaceful in it. So I feel like, even if you may possibly feel like you're unstable for a moment, I feel like they're telling you to just see how you can get through it. Like, see how you can get through it. Don't heavily resist the emotions that are coming up for you. Like, it's something to look at. And the King of Cups is someone who may not show a lot of emotions and feelings, but it doesn't mean that they don't feel it. They're really good at hiding it. They're also really good at suppressing things too on a low vibrational standpoint. So I feel like they want you to like really make sure you're developing like healthy coping mechanism, like emotional coping mechanisms, to the point where you're actually able to express it in a way where you don't feel like you are attacked or you feel like you have to attack others. Like, these honestly look like some of the same people, but this is a younger version of this King of Cups. So this is unresolved emotions and feelings, probably from like your teenage years or your young adult years. If some of y'all are like much older, but this literally like facial hair and everything. Some of y'all, this could be like a father, and you want to please your father or something, and it's just like, I'm just not him, and I feel so conflicted that I can't be like him. And it's just like, see how you can discover your own identity. But a lot of you guys, I feel like this is really a younger version of you, like someone who could have been stuck in their ways, like, and maybe this version of you is inside of you, because like they could be coming off as like an angry teenager or angry whatever, like angry, but they really just need a hug, like they really just need love, like they really need someone to try to understand them. So really focusing on understanding someone and like opening the door up, opening up a new door, a new door level of understanding in a way. Okay, some of you guys, it could be like a father, not just leaving things unsaid, not just closing the door off on someone that you do have a deep emotional connection to, because like those unresolved emotions and feelings is why you're not able to show up as confidently as you would like to. Like you saw that Knight, it was the Knight of Cups there, not the King of Cups. And King of Cups is cool, that's like, okay, like not only do I feel this emotion, I'm committed to it. Like, I know that this is what my emotion is telling me, and et cetera. The Knight of Cups, it's like someone who be like, oh, I love you, and I want to be with you, and we could do all these things together. But like, they're really not stable and grounded. Like they really don't know themselves, and so like they could say all these beautiful things, but not be able to uphold it because of the wounds and what it is that they're healing, et cetera, et cetera. So focusing on like opening these emotional doors to your heart and resolving some of these issues, I feel like is what's going to help you. All right, so let's pull some cards. I'm not going to pull any romance angels cards. I wasn't really getting heavy romance. Okay, we're going to pull some chakra cards. Okay, we got self-worth here. We got self-worth here. We have victim here at the bottom of the deck, and we got rejection. The victim card talks about, trying to create something before being truly ready to do so. That's why they want you to really focus on like understanding your own emotions first, because that Five of Swords, like there's all these arguments, all these battles, mental mind games, manipulation, etc., etc. And it's really not, it's not what's happening external of me, is because I don't really know the internal of me like that yet. Loving others is easy when I learn to love and accept myself. So that Five of Swords is like, let me see how I can resolve some of the, like, maybe even harsh critiques that I give to myself. Like, this is feeling really, really defeated. Like, I can't believe I was so stupid to love this person, or I was so stupid to give all of my energy to this or invest in that, like really being hard on themselves for certain mistakes that they made, and they beat themselves up so much that it just like, it doesn't encourage them to put themselves back out there. And so this is like seeing how you like, okay, like, yes, I can feel like upset with myself for making a particular mistake, but let me compassionately be compassionate with myself that, hey, I was young, I didn't know any better, I shouldn't feel guilty for loving. Like, it's not my job to make sure other people are treating me properly. It's not my job to make sure that people are doing what's right. It's my job to make sure I'm coming from a pure place, and how other people like respond or react, like, that's them and that's their karma. But their decisions, how they act, how they, like, what they've done to me, like, the experiences that we had, like, that doesn't determine my value, doesn't determine my worth, and most definitely doesn't determine, my ability to be successful. I don't have to close off myself from putting myself out there because of some of those bad experiences. I don't have to keep myself shut off. I don't have to, like, then this critique could literally possibly come from a father, from some of y'all, like someone who's just very critical. Some of y'all could have been an absent father, or like it could even be a boss, someone that you care about them emotionally. I can say that for sure. But the critique that they give you, like, it makes you feel like it's not worth you unlocking your gifts. It's not worth you learning more about yourself, okay? And this rejection card literally talks about, it's not about proving who I am to anybody. It's about accepting myself. It's about knowing who I am. It's about choosing the people who are right for me. If I choose to be in a space where people are extra critical of me, it's because I feel like I deserve that, okay? So let's read what this self-worth card says. And y'all, it's orange again, which talks about your desires. Even that Eight of Wands, like, focus on your desire. Focus on this desire to open your heart. Focus on the desire to resolve these emotions and feelings, so you won't be bitter, so that you can be better. Focus on what it will feel like to literally open these doors up. You have the keys, like, I literally got the keys to unlock a door, to open doors, new doors in your life. Let me not be so stuck on this particular perspective that I lost. Like, just because I lost a round does not mean I lost the war. Just because I lost the battle does not mean I lost the entire war. So let me be willing to put myself back in the game after I went internal of myself, like, see my value, see my worth. So when I'm putting myself back out there in the game field, it's with this new awareness. It's with this new emotional stability, because maybe I would blow up emotionally. Okay, me blowing up emotionally would fuck up, the stability that I had. So, like, let me learn how to, like, be more stable and grounded within my own emotions. Okay. So self-worth says salmon is the color of deep emotional peace. You have been given a gift of self-love. This card indicates a love of life and no longer trying to prove your value to others who may not see what you see. Rely on your inner knowing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My heart, y'all. Like, because, like, what's coming towards you, literally going to be feeling complete. You're going to be feeling complete. You're going to be feeling excited. You're going to be feeling excited about this new path that you're creating. You're going to be feeling excited about the changes that you're making. But you are losing your status. You're not going to be Queen of Pentacles anymore. You're going to be Queen of Wands energy, And so that's like, this is me creating a whole new path that's not really here yet. Like, there's going to be doubt, Like, this is me, like, seeing how I can claim my power back. This could even be me seeing how I can, claim my desire back, claim my sexual energy back, me being more attractive. Like, and certain people may be trying to bring me down. It's like, I have to learn how to not feed into that. Like, proving myself, like, it only makes my head hurt even more trying to tussle with this type of energy. Like, let me just stay calm, nurture my own heart, nurture my own emotions, nurture my own projects, like, be at peace. So it says, come sit in my chair and feel my love. It says, the great servant. People, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. Aim higher, for you will draw in even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow. Receiving is an action. Okay, so before I even continue, because, like, sometimes, look, Les Brown said it, and I'm about to butcher it. I already know, but it was something along the lines of, the problem isn't that we create goals that we can't accomplish. Like, the problem pretty much is that we create small goals, and we achieve them out of fear of like creating the big goals and not achieving them. So this is like saying challenge yourself, but be compassionate and be kind with yourself. Like you literally have the ability to transform and change your life in a massive way. These things are being drawn to you, and it's out of your frame of reference. You don't even realize that these energies, that these opportunities, that these connections are coming towards you, because for one, you may not even feel worthy of it. You may literally be intimidated by it. Okay, like you've never experienced these before. You never been in that, like you never been in this stage of your life before. Like you never got to experience something that felt like this much worth or this joyful type of energy. And so like I feel like it's like really like telling you to like, hey, do you really want to settle for this? You want to settle for this? You know, or do you are you willing to listen to the spirit that's inside of you? Are you going to really feed into all of these people who may be envious of you, may be jealous of you, who may literally just be trying to bring you down, who may feel like you need to do this, this, and that to be worthy, who trying to prove yourself to people, who don't see what you see, rely on your own inner knowing. It's inside of you. Remember that Ace of Wands, that Ace of Swords, they all had their eyes closed. With that Devil card, their devil card, the eyes were open. It's because that person or those people, they're looking too much at the material. They're looking too much at what's happening in the physical plane. And that's like why their spirit is stuck. That's why they're trapped. You don't have to be trapped. And you don't have to allow for their harsh critique to cause for you to create doubt in yourself or to make you feel unworthy. Okay? So it says, how do I relate to the word deserving? Am I ready to allow myself to receive what others may not? Greater knowledge, innocent curiosity, being rewarded, receiving divine love, faith, self love, and value. Heavy with the faith, heavy with the self love, you guys, because like, I feel like a lot of y'all just had to really tend to yourself a little bit more, and it could have caused for your finances to slow down, okay? But you're going to be rewarded with divine love for tending to your spirit. You tended to your spirit above tending to that material world, and that's why you're about to be blessed. And that Temperance card for the hidden things that'll block you, like it's a faith tester. What choice are you gonna like? What choice are you gonna reside on? And that's why the Two of Wands is here, because baby, you always have a choice. Your world and your reality, you do. You know, like because some people make you feel like you don't. That's the devil energy. It makes you feel like you don't. Feeding too much into the physical. Like, okay, like I really don't have a choice to be here for myself. Like I have to overwork myself, or I have to neglect myself in order to struggle or in order to survive. Like that's you literally creating a story. Like that's what you feel like you deserve, and it's difficult to break away from that. But that's when the faith comes in. You know, that's where it's like, okay, like I'm no longer going to feed into what everybody else is saying. Like I'm really going to go within myself. I'm going to talk to God myself. I'm going to talk to my spirit myself. I'm going to ask my own spirit what my spirit feels I deserve. And a lot of the times it's easy to ignore your spirit. It is, but you it's a choice. It's that Two of Wands. Both paths are here, and I get to choose which path I'm going to genuinely explore, the path that I'm going to explore. Okay. So, let's see what angel cards they have. And I have this new Oracle deck. It's it's not my deck. It's my baby's deck. Okay, so let's see what angel cards they have for you. Oh my gosh. I just hope that the audio still works, because I didn't realize that this was this long. Okay, so we have Desiree. No, conditions are not favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide you and comfort you. We have Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. Again, like they're saying, like literally focus on your emotions. Like, hey, you might feel like focus on unlocking new doors. That's why conditions are not favorable right now, because you may not be as emotionally stable. You may need to resolve certain emotions, certain suppressed emotions, certain unresolved emotions. It's not favorable right now, because like you need to like loving others is easy when I learn to love and accept myself. Like maybe I need to like focus on that. Okay, and y'all saw that victim card was green, that's the heart chakra. Okay. Um, and I don't, I, yo, what did I do with the? Oh, it's right here in my face. Okay, I'm like, where is it? Okay, I'm gonna read this for you real quick. So it says to grow into a tree, a planted acorn must be fully brown. A green acorn indicates that you may need grounding in a more solid plan to achieve what you truly desire. Are you trying to create something before you're ready to do so? I am not a victim, I choose to do what I am doing. The green acorn indicates that you may be in that being in denial may be holding you back. To move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. How are my actions connected to my inability to create breakthroughs? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? Feeling blocked, blaming others, past resentment, deluding yourself, potential for greatness, growth, breakthrough, and empowerment. So there's a strong potential for greatness, but there's this like I need to go within myself and not blame other people for my lack of success or my lack of abundance in my life. I need to take accountability, take responsibility, resolve those issues, and really see like the energy that like that is within me regardless of those situations that I've been through. I need to close the cycle up, close the door up, not allow for it to affect my self-worth, make better choices, make better investments now that I'm learning more about myself. Okay. Maybe it's like, okay, don't put yourself out there just yet until you feel like you truly have this better understanding of yourself so that you won't go through those same situations. Okay. So we have Astara, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. We have Vanessa, to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it. Okay. So that goes back into that Two of Wands energy. Like there's two choices, two paths, you know. And some of y'all, you literally may be still in your room or still planning or whatever, and that's okay. What they're saying is that like when you are planning, when you're planning, you're having these steps, these grounded steps or whatever. Just make sure you're actually not making fear-based steps, but faith, faith, faith-based steps. Oh my God! And it is actually energy like towards the energy of making progress towards your divine purpose. Okay, which way takes me away from the fear, the doubt, the blaming. Because when I blame, that's me saying that they have like I have to wait until they give me whatever they took from me back before I can be happy. No, I'm not going to blame. You know, I'm going to resolve it. I'm going to make better choices. You know, I'm going to plant better seeds. I'm going to grow better things, and I'm going to reach for the best. I'm going to reach for the stars. Okay. So we have you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Relax and feel safe, okay? Last but not least, let's pull from this little deck right here. Petition messages. Okay, let's see what we got, y'all. Ooh, baby. I'm not gonna cap y'all. The Five of Swords is difficult to deal with. It really is. It's like blaming. Okay. Okay. So we have Ladybug, a vibrant, abundant life, happy, comfort, leisure, wishes are coming true, birth of a daughter. How very beautiful. We have Saturn, the regulator, accomplishment, completion of cycles, duty, responsibility, governing time and matter, structure, achievement, commitment, boundaries, integration, and restriction. Oh, this is the world card. How cool, because what's coming towards you is that you're this completion. So that's just confirmation for you. Okay. We have bellows, okay, a catalyst, ignite, get things going, fuel, kindle, torch, effort, spark, fan the flames, fan the flames. Oh my gosh, confirmation is fuck. I don't even know I don't remember what I said back then, like right there. Y'all know, but I remember saying fan the flames or something like that. I remember it. Okay. So there's gonna be a lot of like supportive energy that you feel. You're gonna feel it. Like you're gonna know that it's there. It could actually come from a platform, but it's not around you physically. It's kind of what I'm feeling like. And it's like allowing for this to be a catalyst. You might be going because that devil energy, that's temptation. Like y'all, and I tell you, like how that can be applied to what you're going through now. It can literally be like, oh my gosh, I'm at this job where it's helping me pay the bills, or literally I'm married and they're a provider or whatever, but my spirit is dead. Like I feel stuck. I'm getting abused. I don't have time for myself. So like it's like those things is it's a catalyst. Now I'm being taunted. Now I'm being tempted. Now I'm being controlled. Like all of that energy is like a catalyst, and it's helping you now focus more on that energy that does support you. We have yarn, complicated circumstance, string along, puzzling, all tied up, conundrum, unraveled and tangled. And I feel like that's all the unresolved emotions and feelings. This cat is like looking like, what in the hell? What in the hell? So I feel like, that's why even the complicated circumstances, like, could even be the position that you're in with that devil energy. Just really making sure you're being patient, because lack of patience is what's going to block you. Allow for things to be revealed. Allow for the sun to come in naturally. This right here, when the Temperance card is there, it's like, okay, spirit has work to do. Like, this is spirit's time to do what it needs to do. So like, let's say you are the one who's usually getting yourself out of the financial rut or whatever. You're putting in a lot of work, effort, and energy, and 4 or 5 months later you're in a better place. Okay, so now instead of you putting in all this effort and energy, spirit is doing something for you. And it's easier to see it when you're the one who's always, when you're the one who's doing the work. Like, you see your progress, but when spirit is doing it, it's all in the energy of it. That's why I'm saying receiving is an action. Can I allow for myself to receive? Can I really focus on getting through these unresolved emotions and feelings, so that I can show up for my blessings with an open heart, so I can connect with people, so I can be as inspirational, so I can, as I know what I am, so I can be open, okay? And then we have the Emperor, okay? We have timing within 7 days. It says independent, aggressive, active, energetic leader, impatient, combative, naive, assertive, pioneer, and initiator. So there's most definitely some pioneering type of energy here, taking the first steps. And when you are creating something new, a whole new path for yourself, whether that's in your family, trying to create a new path in the business, your life as a whole, different than what the world accepts, there's going to be a lot of resistance. There's going to be a lot of criticism, And so I feel like that pioneering aspect is like, you really do have to lean on your vision to help you continue to bring that down into this physical. But that impatient energy goes back into the blockages. But I'm getting real good energy as far as the leader, the assertiveness, the initiator, the pioneer. That's that Ace of Wands, that Ace of Swords. Like, I know what it is I'm creating, and I'm standing up for myself, and I'm speaking out who I am, and I'm believing in it. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, I really pray that this was able to help someone. Like, I really do, pray that you were able to receive something to help you receive some sort of clarity or whatever. I love y'all so much. If you want a personal reading, I'm here. You want to personally connect with me with your own energy, email me, subscribe if you want to get your energy in the mix a little bit more, and I'll talk to y'all later. Toodles.